just jump right in. How do you become more valuable? How do you receive more value? And you saw it, you heard it here, you heard it live by making yourself more valuable via personal development, via learning new skills, improving your existing skills, and putting it to use. I am your humble servant tonight. My name is Cordell James. A lot of persons and my friends, business partners, and colleagues across the globe know me by the name of King James. I'll be a presenter tonight, and tonight I'm going to get a chance to share a story with you that has totally impacted my life and has helped me evolve the last 4, going on 5 years I've been in the organization. I've been in this business since 2016, and the world of cryptocurrency was a totally new world to me. And I decided, you see this? I didn't know that I didn't know. I was unconscious incompetence, as Mr. Alvin Morton would put it. And I dived in. I dived in and said, no, I need to learn more. I need to understand. I need to grow in this area because I saw some kind of opportunity. And tonight, what I'm going to share with you, this presentation, I would hope you, my friends, see opportunity for yourself. And not just see the opportunity, but jump on top of it. Jump all over it. Position yourself strategically and get involved. That's what I want you to do tonight. Assess the information, get back to the person who would have invited you to see this presentation to begin with. And more importantly, see yourself well positioned to be involved. So allow me to share my screen as I pull up the presentation here this evening. And let's start with this simple comment. Make possible the impossible. Make possible the impossible. And many people feel that it's impossible to reinvent yourself. And that's not true. Tonight, we're going to open the door for you to show you, especially with this situation of the COVID-19 that the whole entire world is facing. Us here in Trinidad and Tobago are facing it like never before we have ever experienced any sort of situation that we're in. Many people under heavy distress, out of work based on the industry that they're involved in, and forced to reinvent themselves. The question is, would you be willing to do it without being forced? Or maybe you're put in a position tonight that has forced you to reevaluate who you are and where you can be. Whatever is your situation, I want to let you know that you're in the right place at the right time to receive the right information. So we begin with the facts. We know that technology evolves and changes and moves whether you understand it or not. Gone are the days of Game Boy and cassette tapes and these type of keyboards or typewriters and the concept thereof. And now almost all of this could be wrapped up on a simple device like your smartphone. Having a smart device today is natural. It is second nature. You have an arm or two, this is now your third. Simple as that. Everyone today walks around with a smart device. It's called growth and development. And that is what's happening. So before, everybody was not accustomed to what it is now. And that's the key point that I don't want you to miss. Before, there was a world that there was no smartphones and everybody lived in that world. And today, no one could think how they could have functioned without it. Isn't it amazing how we evolve as humans? And in evolution, I need you to understand, though we're in the COVID-19 crisis, that is the very moment that you need to say yes to opportunity. Because in all crises, there's a birth of opportunity. And this coronavirus, this COVID-19 situation is a birth of opportunity for you in your life. You can be joining an organization like us that can become as big as WhatsApp, Airbnb, and Uber together. That's just might be who we are. These companies started during the height of crisis in 2008 going into 2009, when the banks was crashing left, right, and center. Credit unions, like right here, Hindu Credit Union fell as well in 2009. We would have experienced Clico and the situation that they face now that Trin City has to be up for sale, and all these type of various different things happened from quite in 2008 and still having effects today. But look at WhatsApp today. WhatsApp started in 2009. Look at Mr. WhatsApp today. We're talking about 11 years later. 11 years later. Look at Mr. WhatsApp today. The company that you're going to view today, friends, is a company that's only 5 years old, going on just turned 6 years old just recently. October, we turned 6 years old actually. So it's a baby company in the world of evolution. And this evolution that we're going to discuss is the evolution of payment methods. So we understand that technology always evolves. So how is technology evolving with money? That may be a question. It's natural, friends. No way could we go back to bartering, the gold standard. It's not possible. There were many different methods of payment between bartering and gold, salt, shekels, you name it. What is money? That is the key question a lot of people ask. What is money? Money is whatever we agree upon to exchange for goods and services. That's money, my friends. This paper currency system that we currently live in right now, I tell people that I'm looking for my new criminal dollars. I'm not seeing these new criminal dollars. I had it here. Here it is. I say things sometimes to shock people, sometimes to blatantly just grab attention because it's thought-provoking. Do you know this is sin? Yeah, this is sin. This paper currency that we all know today is sin. Why would I be able to make such a statement? It's maybe a little bold-faced. Because I understand, I've been studying this industry. And this paper currency system, this whole fiat currency system started on a lie. And the last I checked, if you lie and you believe in the Bible, lying is a sin. This started on a lie. So how could this sin become truth? It's not possible. And from this cash to checks to cards, they have always been evolving, but it's still tied into this paper currency, which is known as fiat. But I want you to understand something. Cryptocurrency is a whole next ballgame. And in tonight's presentation, I'm going to give you enough information that you could evaluate what is cryptocurrency, or at least pique your interest to find out, how do I get involved? How do I get the information? How do I participate in understanding this very concept? That's my goal and my objective here tonight for you, friends. My objective is to help you see the situation clearly and for what it is. Because many people get confused and think cryptocurrency is just digital money. Sorry. Digital money is what we already have with the credit card system, with the already transferring of money online. Money is already technically digital. But what is the main difference is the technology that drives cryptocurrency, called blockchain. The facts remain that we are moving away from what you are accustomed to.
How hygienic is a banknote? The World Health Organization has warned not very. Germs can allegedly linger on a surface for 3 to 4 days. China has been disinfecting banknotes and ATMs, and its central bank is rushing to create the country's own digital currency. Russia has told banks to limit ruble notes in circulation and urged consumers and businesses to use digital payments. Is this the beginning of the end for cash? And is the world ready? Actually, many countries have already been on their way to becoming cashless, or wanted to be. In Kenya, more than 75% of adults use the mobile wallet service M-Pesa. Nearly a third of the Danish population uses mobile pay, a smartphone application for transferring money to other phones and shops. The Bank of England said debit cards overtook cash to become #1 payment in the UK for the first time in 2017. The current rate of decline means cash use would end in 2026. That's according to the new Access to Cash Review research authored by former financial ombudsman Natalie Seeney. But despite the rise of digital wallets, banknotes and coins continue to be important. In the UK, there are currently over £70 billion worth of notes in circulation. That's roughly twice as much as a decade ago. Many people say they like cash because it's widely accepted, a fast and convenient way to pay, entirely anonymous and easy to access, with over 45,000 cash machines in the UK that are free to use.
So something is happening. They're speaking about this cashless, and it's not by accident, not by error. And we have to be careful by what they mean cashless. Because, as I tell you, there's a great difference between digital and cryptocurrency. And you do not want them to take this paper currency and make it become digital without the transparency that blockchain technology would bring to the market. And you would receive a lot more information as we go along in the presentation. The question that you may have, is there a need for cryptocurrency for this product in the marketplace? Absolutely, there's a need. And I'm going to share with you the people that absolutely need to participate in this need. We're looking at the unbanked population. Do you know that 2.5 billion people, roughly 40%, are underbanked, meaning they don't have the access to facilitate. They may not have the documents. They may have issues banking. So therefore, there's no banks for them to operate or deal with. So how do they live? How do they shop online? Since shopping online is one of the biggest things in the world. Everybody talk about shop online, shop online, shop online. Especially with what COVID has caused, stay away from the physical cash. Stay away from physical cash. Shop online, swipe here, swipe there. But if these people don't have banks or bank accounts, they have no card, what is the option? So I'm saying to you, colleagues, that cryptocurrency solves this problem. Because all you need in order to participate in the world of cryptocurrency is a smartphone or any smart device. Computer, laptop, tablet, whatever it may be, and you can participate. The next group of individuals are those who are looking for remittances, sending of money. Do you know that this is a $1 trillion industry yearly? Western Union, MoneyGram. Just think about all the people that's of Spanish persuasion that's in our country that send their dollars outside. There's a major market. My question to you is, why do they have to go and line up now, like never before with social distancing? So they lining up all around the corner, coming out from some of these establishments to send money when they could send money like a text message using cryptocurrency. This is just evolution. This is just the natural progression of life that is needed for me and you. We should be sending money like a text message. That's what we need to do, friends. And the cryptocurrency era is here to bring that to us. It's here to bring global trade easier, less concerns of fraud, easy to settle global payments. No waiting for 30 days for a wire transfer or 7 days for a wire transfer to clear. No more of this unnecessary process utilizing the world of cryptocurrency. But the #1 reason, so maybe you're not on bank, Maybe you never sent a Western Union in your life. Maybe you have no need to do anything global in business. So up to now, you're thinking, well, this cryptocurrency and this for me is I don't need it. It's not necessary. Sorry. Newsflash. You should be interested in protecting your income and your wealth. Because since you have been a little boy, a little girl, in your growing up, you have been losing money or money has been stolen from you every single year of your life without you even knowing it. They use a term that is confusing when you start to ask questions about the term. They use a word called inflation. The question I have for you is, what is inflation? In 2008, what caused the financial crisis to occur that led to the birth of Bitcoin was just the printing and the out of control currency market and what was happening in the market. Today, that is still happening. So they put some plasters on the wound, but it's not healed. There's another cut and another cut and another cut. And they're trying to take the same plaster from that first wound or infection in infected area and take it and put it on another wound, another cut. It just can't work. It cannot. And it is not working and is causing a massive problem. So the question is, how could you protect yourself against this? By positioning yourself. We know that this $100 TT that came out in 2019, December, this brand spanking new bill. This brand spanking new bill, friends. January 2020, all prices went up. The new bill came out December, January, all prices went up. Mind you, after the budget was read in October, all prices went up then. Prices went up again in January. Wow. But you know what? You forgot that. You're just living in today's world. So you forget that. You forget that lime is Mr. Lime. Because the amount of money they call in for the lime, it has to be Mr. Lime. Friends, colleagues, comrades, this $100 TT, friends, buys you less and less every single year. I'm telling you, you're being robbed. And you don't know it. How could you protect yourself from the robbery that's happening? You have to join us. You see, there's a few guarantees in life. Debt is one, taxes are another, and loss of buying power with fiat currency. You see, whether it's Trinidad dollars, because some people like to say, I just only save my money in us. What's it? Once it's Trinidad, US, Euro, Pound, I don't care who. Once it's paper currency, your money is losing value. Your money is losing value. You're losing buying power every single year. This is just a fact. What I'm introducing you to, my friends, is a concept that says to you disregard whether the coin price goes up. Because some people come into this because they're hearing, oh, the Bitcoin going up, this coin going up, and they just get caught up with this hype of coin price increase. Forget that. Yes, Bitcoin started at 10 cents and today is over 18,000 US for one. Yes, this is true. It was actually less than 10 cents. You could have received Bitcoin for free depending on what game you might have even played. Disregard whether the coin price goes up or not. At least you're not guaranteed to lose value. You're not guaranteed to decrease in buying power. With the one cryptocurrency from the one ecosystem, there's three options. You see, with the fiat currency and the paper money, there's one option, down. With the one, there's a couple options. It can go down, it can remain the same, or it can go up. But with this option that you currently live in, there's only one, down. We have never had a chance in our entire life, my friends, outside of the traditional system that we are accustomed to. So this opportunity we are presenting to you, don't take it lightly. Take a close look. Decide to get educated, because it's the very heart of our company. Understand that we have different ranges of information when it comes to education, finance, forex, law. We just launched a new kind of educational package to fall under our finance called blockchain. And this blockchain level 2 educational package is worth every dime you would spend. So let's just get into the term of cryptocurrency and the term of blockchain so you can get a better understanding. What are cryptocurrencies? They are protocols that allow the validation of transactions without the need of a third party, such as banks, credit card companies, and escrow agents. Cryptocurrencies have the potential to impact various aspects of the financial market. Here's one of the most important parts that this cryptocurrency can do. It can help you avoid pitfalls of certain monetary system. This is a polite way of saying to you, the crash of every single dollar that's happening, cryptocurrency can help you avoid. Why? I thought you never asked. Because it behaves like digital gold. It depends on supply and demand. The more the cryptocurrency is used, the more the demand and value rises. You see, when you look at gold, gold is often supply and demand. Gold tends to increase because gold not making any more. So there's a limited supply. But you have to also ask yourself, who owns the gold? If there was pirates that was existing, if there was countries that plundered other countries just to take their gold, how much gold could you really have? How much gold could you really get? I don't think anything of substance or substantial that you can really live on. But with this cryptocurrency concept that has the features of gold, but does it even a little bit more, that can be used, because you can't use gold today. Who's gonna check that? Who's gonna accept that as a method of payment? This is what we're creating. We're creating a method of payment, and the more we create the demand for our supply, the greater the value. And how are we doing this? Via the blockchain technology. What is blockchain technology? It's a digital technology that records and verifies the transaction. It's just that simple. Let's not overthink. Let's not make the situation hard on ourselves. Let's not just decide this is too techy. No, this is simple. All it is a ledger. Record a transaction from point A to point B without the need of AB, meaning the middleman. There's no need for anybody to be in the middle to hinder the process, because this is technology. This means that the banking sector, the remittances sector, and the middlemen that normally do transactions as brokers, their job might become redundant. That's all it means. But it's not the first sort of industry like this. The mailman job has become redundant. Technically, no more is the amount of stamps and letters being sent out as how an email is being sent today. But still, the mailman exists. So it's not a wipe out and a clean out and a total. No. It's improvement, enhancement, and is what we need. And we don't need to wait for the government. We don't need to wait for the central bank to tell me and you that this is a working concept. If you decide to learn and understand that all it is digital bartering. This technology is cost efficient. The blockchain ledger, I think this is a very, very important part here. The blockchain ledger can track and trace anything of value. It is based on protocols that authenticate, validate, and store information in consistent, unbroken sequences that make the system safer by eliminating any attempts of fraud, duplicity, and forgery. Wow. What country I could think of that needs blockchain technology, but that could probably help eliminate fraud, duplicity? Ooh. I live in a place named Trinidad and Tobago, and I sure with some of the things that we have experienced in this country, that if we had blockchain technology in place, a lot of people would be a lot happier because a lot of people will be behind bars that deserve to be there. And I'm saying to you, if you are not an advocate for this system, then you like the criminal abuse that you may be receiving, man. You like some of the things that are happening because you're saying to yourself, there's nothing that can be done. That's not true. The more of us that join this concept, the more of us that come together, the more of us that actually really represent the coat of arms, together we aspire, together we achieve, that type of mentality, we can achieve the results we want to see in this country by joining this OneLife organization and increasing the numbers one person at a time, one educated mind at a time. So this is your opportunity to be an independent marketing associate, for you to join the financial revolution, for you to become an educated miner. That's the opportunity you have here tonight, my friends. And the mission of who we are is to create a global community. So don't just think it's Trinidad and Tobago we're speaking of. We're speaking about global. We want a global society of web users to take an active part in using and improving new cutting-edge digital products. That's what we have to offer. Our aim, the last campaign of any government has never run on a campaign that their aim is to increase the quality of your life. That's the aim of the company. You are a member, they want to increase the quality of your life, to provide alternative and equal access to practical and relevant financial education. This is crucial. Equal access. Do you understand what that means? That means the education you receive right now, it's not equal or on par to what the rich teach their children. Who wrote the school curriculum? How did they write the school curriculum? These are topics, these are questions that no one asks. And you join us. You join this type of conversation that we have every single day, every single week. You will learn and understand much more of this. It's a natural educational evolution that we are looking to create and ignite. And of course, it's going to lead to economic growth and create plenty new opportunities throughout the market. This company that I'm asking you to join and become part of is over 3 million strong. It's over 100 countries strong. We are across the globe pushing, pushing, pushing. We're telling you education is the key with what we have to offer, how we have to offer it. You can start as low as 140 euros, equivalent to about 1,400 TT dollars, all the way up to the blockchain courses and even higher than that. So you can spend anywhere from 1,400 TT dollars to 270,000 TT dollars. It's up to you. If you want to spend in the middle, no problem. Whatever you decide to say, hey, I have a 20,000, what could this offer me in education? I can show you what level you can fit. But we cater for every single person, friends, because we understand that the future of payments resides in your future of understanding. The more you learn, the more capability for you to earn. The price of the one coin, unlike the TT dollar, our coin has this growth line that has been occurring. If you go and you check the TT dollar, it has been declining in this direction based on buying power. Buying power. I want to mention that again. People don't think about buying power, they're spending power. Your spending power is losing value no matter what you do, because they're printing us into poverty. Every time you see these new bills, just know that you lost value because they're printing us into poverty. But we can stop it now. We can stop it now by participating in this very concept of OneLife. I show you how this works. You purchase a level 2 blockchain educational package for 2,000 euros. That's equivalent to 20,000 TT dollars. You receive 22,000 tokens. These tokens are going to go through a process of split. You're going to go through the difficulty process, is going to go through mining. If you want to understand what mining, difficulty rate, and split and all these different things mean, guess what? Join. I'm not going to go through breaking it down for you right now. Join our university, join our academy, join our business for 1 year. 1 year you give yourself to say, hey, I'm going to learn and see what this thing could really do, what it has to offer. You're going to take the 20,000 that you have in unit trust, credit union, or wherever you have it, sitting down doing nothing, collecting dust, losing value. And I'm saying that this one coin current value is 42 euros. In a year from now, we are projected that it'll be 750 to 1, which is equivalent to 75 euros for one coin. You're going to receive 58.7 coins. To bring that to the euro value is 4,400. What do this mean to you? You would have put 2,000 euros into the organization. 1 year from now, you're looking at double of what you would have put as far as your buying power increase. You see, had you kept the 20,000 TT dollars, guess what happened? You buy 19,000, 18,000 worth of goods and services. But because you have ones, and these ones is what you currently have, you can now use this one buying power on the Deal Shaker platform, where people across the globe are spending money on Deal Shaker. You see, as I look to wrap up, I need to drive home the point that we think we know money and we understand money. And the truth is, we don't even know what $1 trillion look like. We hear the term, we see them throw it around, and I want to know, if I give you 100 US per second, would that be any money to you? 100 US per second for a whole day, for a whole month, it adds up to over 259 million US if I was to give you 100 US every second. 1 year, that's over 3 billion. What would it take to make 1 trillion? How many years? How much hundreds per second? To make 1 trillion, if I'm giving you 100 US every second, is over 7,000 years, friends. Why is this relevant? You see the US debt, it says 26 trillion. No, that was the time that I posted this. At the time I posted this, it was 26 trillion point something. That's last month when I said the time I posted this. Last month when I did this presentation, this is what it looked like. I checked today, and it's already nearing, going to the Christmas season, 28. It's 27 trillion. How could this be paid off? Never. Hence, for the financial reset is mandatory. Friends, let me show you what and why I say take us serious. You have to know that we are a global community. We are the first online country. And this event proves that we are online country.
Realmente es un placer dar lugar a un evento de esta magnitud a nivel mundial, que por primera vez estamos haciendo historia juntos. We are making history together.
Friends, that's who we are. The Deal Shaker platform, the usability of our OneCoin that we are currently creating, we are developing, means that we are online country. We're inviting you to join this online country with us. And in doing such, yes, there's an opportunity for you to earn extra income by bringing other students to the academy. Bring other students to the academy. Do you know that if not for your friend who told you, you wouldn't know about us? You might not have ever heard the word cryptocurrency or blockchain technology as fast or when you did hear it. That's what happened to me. Somebody introduced me to this concept, and I thank God for the day that I actually took an honest look, because when they first did it, I didn't want to know. You might be in that situation. You're doing a friend a favor just to listen. Guess what? The friend is doing you a favor. You just didn't know it. This is big. This is big. This is legacy, life-changing. So join us and participate in traveling the globe. Win trips. We're having a trip for people who are going to be celebrated, who turn eagles, who making income, who doing different things in the organization. What is an eagle? Bring 2 people, help one of them bring 1. That's an eagle. 6 months of qualifying for the Eagle program. This is an opportunity. Recognized in Dubai, where the next event is going to be held. Why not be there? This is what it's going to look like for me and you. I want to see you in Dubai. The person who invited you here tonight, invites you to see and hear about what we believe to be the #1 cryptocurrency in the world, which is this one. Because it's a cryptocurrency based on all the original concept of what cryptocurrency was supposed to be about, which is usability. We are believing in expanding in different markets all throughout the globe. Notice tonight that I've never used the word investment, because we do not sell, nor do we have any investment opportunity. We have the chance for you to purchase an educational package. And in doing so, you're going to receive promotional tokens that can become ones. It's theory and practical at its best. The best of both worlds is the opportunity you have here, friends. And I'm saying to you, many of us become end users. Tonight is a night for you to join and pioneer something. Join us and work as we create the value we want to see. You're end user of Facebook, Apple, Bitcoin. None of you had any of this in the foundational beginning stages. I wish I had some Bitcoin when it was 10 cents. Wow, wow. But guess what? I have some OneCoins when it was a very, very affordable mining rate. Come and become an educated miner. Mine with us. Join us. The decision is yours. It is not mine. I am saying to you, every single journey that's 1,000 steps high, 1,000 kilometers, 1,000 whatever it may be that's in front of you, begins with the first step. Let your first step be, get started mentally, get started with financially, get started today. Commit to learning more, coming to more of these presentations, going on do YouTube research on our channel that we have, on whatever information the individual who invited you can share with you. Trust the people that can share information with you and point you in the right direction, not the people that don't know that they don't know and might just give them out liberty to say anything. Partner with us. Join us. I thank you for your time. I'm your humble servant, Mr. King James, here tonight sharing with you and letting you know that you could be able to do alone, maybe a lot, maybe little, but together we can do so much more. Together we can do so much more. At this time, I want to invite and open up the floor for 1 or 2 of the participants that we have on the panel. If any of them are by their mic, or if they want to raise their hand, and I want to allow these individuals to share with you 1 or 2 of their testimonies of why they would have got started in the organization, how they was hesitant maybe to get started, but then today they can be proud OneLifers and happy that they have started this organization. I don't know if anyone is by their mic. I see my esteemed colleague, Mr. Alvin Morton. I don't know if you're by your mic, sir. Okay. So, Mr. Alvin Morton, if you come by your mic, you just raise your hand.
Pleasant good evening, Mr. King James.
Yes, sir. Yeah, dear sir, Mr. Morton. Please let me introduce you properly. This is one of the young men in Trinidad and Tobago that expert learner. Let's put it like that. He's one of the key members in the Toastmasters Club. I'm talking about. He's a professional in every aspect of the word professional. Someone that I look up to and admire. Mr. Alvin Morton, sir. What do you have to say about this journey of OneLife?
Thank you very much, Mr. Blue Diamond. And I wish to recognize all of the members of the leadership for the OneLife community that are present on this call. Let's be clear. What I know and understand, coming from a place of not even knowing that I didn't know, is that this is the wave of the future. There was something that was shared on the call last night. And for those of us who want to know more about it, you need to become a part of the organization so you can understand the call. But there's something that I have in my heart and mind that I see gradually gathering storm and momentum. I won't profess to have a large network yet, but it's going to come. When I see that I can use my coins to make a down payment on a house, I know that eventually I'm going to get to the place where I can buy a house outright without requiring the intervention, inclusion, interpretation, all the ins concerned with the intermediary called the financial institutions. It is coming. My dream, and I put it out there, is to be able to rebuild on the premises that I'm at using 100% OneCoins, and also to rent a location from a merchant for the same OneCoins while this house is being built. This is already possible, certainly in other ways and in other fora. It is eventually going to become possible with this project. What does that mean? Can you imagine not having to be concerned about sleight of hand and other tricks that insurance companies and to some extent, and mainly financial institutions play on you? Permit me, Blue Diamond, to give a small example.
Please do, sir.
We can all remember a few months ago that some financial institutions extended a deferral or a moratorium on loan payments, correct? Well, banks never lose. Let's be clear. I got an email a couple of weeks ago telling me that if my loan is due to be fully repaid after December 2022, I am required to do one of two things, to make a choice. The first choice is to repay a calculated amount of interest on or before December 30th. That, of course, is the interest that they lost on the 3 months payments that were deferred. I understand these things now as a consequence of being in this particular network. My other choice is to do nothing and see that deferred interest added on to my current loan amounts over the balance of the period. Why is that important? What does it mean? It is important because we are dealing with the currency that is losing value. And because it is losing value, and the banks know it, they do not wish to be holding the bag that has the hole in it. They pass it on to the consumer. That is, guess who? Just look in the mirror. You'll see the person. Can you imagine if it was in a situation where you had OneCoins that go up in value? It means you would be able to pay down the loan even faster. I close with this. What would happen if we could all live without the financial institutions, aka banks? What do you think would happen? I yield the floor, Mr. Blue Diamond. Thank you for the opportunity to allow someone like me to be a part of this and to reinvent myself and become, as I am pursuing, an even better version of who I am. Much
Thank
thank you.
you, Morton. Thank you so much, Mr. Morton. Live and direct, guys. You have heard it here from one of the well astute men in the whole of Trinidad and Tobago and the world, to be honest with you. I want to allow one more individual to share quickly by raise a hand if they're there, or if not, Mr. Cliff Samla Singh or Donna Samla Singh, if you're there, close to your mic, you can feel free to unmute your mic.
Hi, good night, good night. How you doing?
Heathcliff, there you are, my friend. I'm humble and polite.
Yeah, nice presentation, man. Nice to hear you. Normally we are the only hear you through foreign. Nice to hear you locally. You know, as your presentation is going on, the family is watching a movie called True Lies. That is with Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's a old show.
Very
But
old. I know it.
yeah, but you know something? I did laughing at the little pieces because I saw it some time ago. But if you realize a lot of the systems under which we live, you know, the banking system, the stock market, so much of our financial affairs is built around true lies. You understand? Is lies that we have grown to accept. And now that you start to find out about the truth because of our education process, it hard to digest. In fact, just last night I was sharing with some people there. Just last night, I went to dinner with my daughter, and she brought along one of her best friends, who is a manager in the bank. And you know, the girl is there talking now, of course, because I don't want to upset the apple cart. I ain't say nothing, you know, understand? And she there talking about the virtues of banking and so on. And I realized that she has been so brainwashed that this is what she believes, and little hints that I would want to drop, I realized that it would not have been well received, at least not on our first meeting. You understand? And that's the challenge that we meet, because when you start the kinds of things that you learn about what we have around us, when you go to tell people now, you could scare them off, or people could start to look at you as like, wait, you're a conspiracy theorist and all of that. And this is the problem we are faced with. You know, we have this information, the truth that we have, and we have a choice. Either we choose to bottle it up so people don't laugh at us, or we take the choice and say, listen, we go in and tell you about it. We hope that you trust me enough to appreciate that I don't have no agenda. It is nothing but the truth. And we just giving you a little bit for you now to go and do your own little research and to find out more. Just so that you could find by your finding out for yourself, you would have the confidence to move forward. And that's all we doing, you know, at least that's how the education process dropped it for me. You understand? That's what I got caught up in. I come from a background of banking, and the education, because of certain circumstances, I was forced to read the education that we had. A lot of people don't. And when I got into it, I was like amazed. I said, some of it, I say, yes, it made sense. And a lot of it just didn't add up. You guess what? Guess what? When I start to go and do the algorithms on it, you realize, but wait. It's true. But you see, because they're hearing about it for the first time, it just can't, it doesn't sit down well. But boy, I'll tell you guys out there who are listening to this for the first time, you feel, you're going to feel hurt, upset, angry, all kinds of emotions you'll pass through. But don't you want to know what you have been living around, and it's just so that people can't continue pulling wool over your eyes? Won't you want to know that you have an opportunity where the carpet can't be just taken from underneath you? You could be in a position where you're better prepared. All we're saying is that the education that we have allows us to be in a situation where you could kind of help yourself. That is all. But come on board and understand it. That is all we're saying. All right. So I want to encourage persons who, like myself, was naysayers in the beginning to come on board and see what it's like. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Samla Singh. And friends, we're not gonna pull no yoki doke. This is not a private party, and it becomes a public event because you have a chit or you have this. This is not the drama. Like the drama soap opera of Trinidad and Tobago that's all over the news. It's amazing what's happening in this country, and people are just sitting idly by and not finding a way to add value. And we are all pushing to add value to our nation because we know we can do better. We know that we can make sure that the past mistakes don't be our future mistakes. But it needs to happen with you taking a stand with us. Let's go forward, push this blockchain technology, push this, spearhead this blockchain technology revolution and evolution. I want to thank you for your time tonight. I wish you all a very, very successful week ahead of you. Please share and tell someone. We are back on Thursday evening. Join us Thursday evening for more conversation, more information, and most importantly, get back to the person that would have invited you here tonight. And I say to you all, one life adds more to life. One's out.